But he hits both free throws and makes it a 6-4 ball game, and the Wildcats come out in full court pressure again. They trap Carmichael now, and he will bring it to the edge of the front court. In trouble, he lost the ball. Picked up, fast break coming as Bowling. Hit a lay-in. 6-6. So the Wildcats come out in that full court pressure defense and put the trap on. They won't trap Knox, but he gets it up court over to Scaife, and Scaife back to Carmichael. I was impressed with them going into the press, Dave, and they stripped Jason Carmichael. Dre Knox hits a three. But Dre Knox at least 2 feet behind the three-point arc. Put it in 9-6. The Bearcats break the tie and take the lead by 3. 5:36 to play in the first quarter.
They shoot from that far out, and they do like to use the set shot.
Well, I think they get the element of surprise. I don't think the defense thinks they'll fire from that long. Brian Long outside the Scaife to Jason Carmichael, hits another three. Well, that's 6 points in about 10 seconds for Central. 12-6 after the score was tied at 6. They have now taken a 6-point lead. Bivens brings it back for the redly clad Kokomo Wildcats on the left side to Macho Corpetz. Corpetz down, in for a layup, off balance by Ballantyne. Rebound taken off by Bivens, won't go. Tapped up by Smalley, no good. It's out of...
A better job on the backboards against these kind of teams.
One thing Kokomo has not done, as Charlie Hall promised they wouldn't do, is shoot much from outside. All of their points coming from the inside as Rick Bivens takes it on the wing and gets it back over to Corpetz. There's an outside shot way off by Donnie Bowling. The rebound goes back up and good by Dennis Ballantyne. So they make it a 12-8 ball game. And they come out with 3 in defensive court, setting up that full court press. And again, they'll trap the ball handler. Carmichael has it stripped away, but I think he was fouled. They'll give the whistle to...
This kid's in and out Saturday night, but did not play poorly at all in that ball game.
Robert Scaife back to Dre Knox. Over to Jason Carmichael. Brian Long. Long out to Dre Knox. Knox in the lane, stops, dishes off to Jason Burkhart, and he missed it. Rebound is taken off, and Bivens has got the ball. Bivens comes up on the right side. Take it down from 10 feet. Hits it.
Nice
Bivens
shot,
takes it to the lane. Just got information that Jason Carmichael has a broken finger. I tell you, playing is impressive to me with a broken... Here's Dre Knox on the inbounds to Jason Burkhart. Get it low inside to Dre. Hits. Dre Knox hits the bucket. And it's a 14-10 ball game. Muncie Central up by 4. 3 minutes and 48 seconds to play. Bivens down on the left side. Gives it to Macho Corpetz. In he goes, and there's a nice move and a basket hit by Dennis Ballantyne. I still felt that Carmichael over at Rushville played the best game I've seen a Bearcat guard play all season. I know I talked on and on about that, realizing that Rushville, maybe not the best ball club, but he had a great game. There's Brian Long missing a shot. Rebound taken off, and Jason Burkhart puts it in. So the Cats move it back up again by 4. 16-12, and it looks like the Wildcats are around to stay, I think. A pretty good match tonight. 3 minutes and 12 seconds to play in the first half. Move it right side. Bivens is down to the base. Oh, he put Scaife in the stands, but he missed the shot. Nice rebound by Smalley. Hitting. Basket counts. Foul on Jason Burkhart. So as Ryan Smalley goes to the free throw line, I still feel that the Bill Harrell ball clubs sometimes begin ranked high, have a bit of a brief lull, but when it comes February, they get it, and the Cats get what I consider just an unforced turnover and not a wise throw at all. 16-15, Cats up by 1. Bivens has it. Circle, wide open. Bowling coming in, got away from his man and scored.
Nice back cut that time by Bowling.
Donnie Bowling just left the Bearcat defense, and Kokomo has its first lead of the game. And they steal the ball. Donnie Bowling cutting in front of John Webster, and then a foul on Dre Knox. So all up to 3. It was 12-6. Things look pretty good. The Bearcats have lost that 6-point advantage and lose, and right now down by 1, 17-16 with a Herald timeout. Well, we have time back in. Muncie Central, Dave just informed me, ahead 16-12. Kokomo scored 5 straight, and they go inside, and Bivens has the ball on the dribble outside. Goes to Bowling on the wing to the right. Gets it inside. There's a nice move and a missed shot, though. Good deflection by the Bearcat defense. Corpetz missed the shot, but he scrambled and got the rebound. Back it comes to Bivens. Bivens headed against Bowling, and Bowling gets it back. They go back to Corpetz. Down on the baseline is Ballantyne. He'll miss the shot. Good rebound by Brian Long. Long looks down court. Comes right down the pipe. He'll go all the way and knock a man down. Not a smart move, not a wise mental decision by Bryan, and that's what Bill's talking about when he wants more consistency from his starters. Brian Long began the game with a 3, but turnovers like that really hurt. Kokomo's got a new man in. We'll check him out as Bowling fires and misses from outside. A near rebound, but Brian Long gets it off. Jeff Bender's coming the game for Kokomo. Bender is in, and Bivens is out. Trey Knox on the wing. Kokomo staying in that 2-3 zone. Brian Long whips it back to Jason Carmichael. Stripped away, but they got him on the arm. Just a regular foul was called. It was humorous, except not to the Bearcat fans who wanted an intentional foul. Trey Knox on the left side to Brian Long. Cross court it to Jason Carmichael. Good pass down the Scaife in the corner. Hits. That's the way to move the ball against the zone.
That's one of the first times Roberts had the basketball.
Well, he got it that time, and they shifted very quickly against the zone. Carmichael gets the assist. 18-17, Cats back on top. And there's Bender getting the ball in the right wing. Bender will take it back near the center circle in the front court, and Dre Knox. Bearcats in his own defense now. Down in the corner, Ballantyne, back to Bowling, and over to Bender. It's up, and that's off almost broke the backboard. Rebound is taken off, and there's a nice move by Bowling. He's played well for Kokomo and leads them in scoring with 6 along with Dennis Ballantyne. Well, they got the B's, haven't they? Bender, Bowling, Bivens, Ballantyne. And there's the pass up to Brian Long as Kokomo leads 19-18. Jason Carmichael wide open, hitting a 6-footer on the right side. So Carmichael got the good pass wide open from 6 feet on the right baseline scoring. Jason's got 5. It's a 2019 ball game, and Muncie Central back on top by 1. Here's Bender. Back to Corpetz. Corpetz to Smalley, bounced away. Knox gets the steal. Carmichael and Knox. Go, Jason, go. Hit the layup. 7 for Jason Carmichael. Up by 3 of the Bearcats at 22-19. 15 seconds to play in the quarter. And there's the pass from Bender over to Bowling for 3. Off the rim. Rebound, Scaife. 8 seconds. Can the Cats get a last-second shot? Brian Long will fire. Oh, nothing but net, but it didn't go through the hole. Long shot by Bowling at the bucket's no good. The Cats in the quarter getting the final 4 points. And I think those were by Jason Carmichael. The right side baseline shot and the cut down the lane for the lay-in. It's a 22-19 first quarter score. Muncie Central leads by 3.
600 Farm Bureau insurance agents throughout Indiana.
Well, we're set for the second quarter. Central up by 3. We'll get the shooting stats from Dave. First opportunity, Bender driving back to Corpetz from 18. That's an air ball. Scaife the rebound. Deflected. Carmichael picks it up. Got a 4-on-1. Nice pass to Long. Layup good. Dave, the reason the Bearcats have taken the lead is their pass work the last 2 minutes.
Well, plus, they've gotten those defensive backboards and been able to beat the Wildcats down the floor, and have gotten 4 of their last 5 shots. Have been pretty easy shots.
Well, Long and there's a steal by Jason Carmichael. He'll take it all the way. Got it. Jason has really triggered things with 9. I think all but his 3-pointer early. He's gotten 6 points in probably less than 2 minutes now for Central at the latter part of the first and early part of the second quarter. 26-19, would you believe the Cats lead by 7, their biggest margin. Dennis Bowling on the outside. They'll chase him. Comes to the point, back to Bender. Over goes to Corpetz. Baseline to Ballantyne scoring. How about the first quarter shooting, Dave?
Well, Bearcats were 9 of 13 for 69%. Very good shooting.
Bad.
Very good. 8 of 19 for the Cats for 42%. Wildcats, that is.
Well, I tell you, the Bearcats shot selection, good shots. Other than the 2 big threes they hit, there's a turnover as it was partially deflected off of Knox's pass, and Bowling ends up with it for Kokomo. He'll penetrate, lose the ball, but Ryan Smalley picks it up over to Bender. Bender on the outside. Go low to Ballantyne. He'll be double-teamed by Webster and Scaife and throws outside over to Bender. Back to Bowling, down to Corpetz in the corner. He will not get the roll. Tapped up, no good. Another rebound is up and no good. Tapped up one more time by Corpetz, and he scores. So Macho Corpetz. That's not how it sounds. It's not Macho. It's Moncho, M-O-T-S-H-O. I don't want to give you the impression that his real name is Macho. It is Moncho. But it comes out the other way. Scaife is double-teamed because Webster ran a little late tonight. Coach said it wasn't his fault, but he was still late. Brian Long hits another home run. Inbounds play. Brian Long gets his second 3-pointer of the night. He now has 8. So 8 for Long and 9 for Carmichael. They lead the way for the Cats. In the corner, Ballantyne will miss. And Scaife, a great save. Couldn't get rid of the ball before he hit this big. If he doesn't start, he's got some work to do. We'll see. Bivens on the inbounds. Deep pass to Bowling. Nice save. Foot on the line for the shot. Missed it. Rebound is taken off, and it's saved by Dre Knox, and Brian Long actually took it away from Dre. Brian on the wing, back to Dre Knox. Whip it right side, Brian Long, the fake. The dribble, the feed to Carmichael. Jason looks for the open man. Knox with an NBA three. Hit! Oh, he has hit 2 of the longest threes I've seen all season. I think the Bearcats have a stamp. 32-23. Bearcats up by 9. We're back in a minute.
That's February 11th only. Offer good at all 3 Subway locations.
We're back once again at the field house. Maureen Annies and Dave Shondell. Kokomo has fallen behind the Bearcats now by 9 points, basically because the Cats have hit 8 of their last 9, and they've been led by Knox and Carmichael and Long. They've been doing the job inside and outside and all around the court. Bowling on the outside to Bivens. Bivens back over Newman. Wiedenhoff is in the game. Wiedenhoff back to Bivens. Bivens will take a step down to Bowling in the corner. He'll pump from anywhere, and he gets a 3. He must be their only outside threat. He's the only one putting it up, and Bowling leads their scoring with 9. It's a 32-26 ball game. Ryan Heaston has come in at guard now for Jason Carmichael, and Andy Edwards has come in the ball game for Robert Scaife. So you've got Knox, Heaston, Long, Webster, and Edwards. Heaston to Edwards, baselining it. Back to Ryan for the shot. Off the rim. Rebound. Bowling. Bowling for Kokomo. Boy, he is constant motion. Outside pass to Bivens. Goes into Bell. Bell on the turn. Back it goes to Wiedenhoff into Ballantyne. Missing the shot. Got his rebound. Ballantyne follows and hits. Ballantyne with a good rebound makes it a 4-point game. 32-28. Bearcats up by 4, and Kokomo still puts some pressure in defensive court. Heaston throws to Dre Knox. Oh, great pass to Webster. Missed the shot. Andy Edwards battling, putting it up. Foul. Foul on the big guy.
He's always on the go, Maury,
yep.
And that's what makes him such an effective player.
Andy hits a free one. He just had an outstanding game against them. Not that they didn't appreciate the efforts of the other kids, because I think the Cats worked pretty hard. Second free throw's good by Andy. 34-28. Central up by 6. We're under 4 to play in the half. Bivens gets the trap as Bill Harrell unplugs his press now. Up it goes to Wiedenhoff to Bowling. Bowling, oh, I thought he double dribbled. Yes, he did. That was a late talk with our good friend Greg Bell from WIOU in Kokomo, who does all the Kokomo games before the ball game. And Greg indicated that Kokomo had been struggling, but hey, 10-5 is not too shaggy. Conference 1-4. Brian Long hits his 3rd free. Well, the Bearcats, have they even missed a 3, Dave? I tell you. I don't recall. Has hit it. 37-28. Cats by 11. That's the biggest margin. I'm sorry. Check my math. Cats by 9. 37-28. 3:19 to play. Jerry Pate will give us an update on that Southside score at our halftime to see how the Rebels are doing against the Noblesville Millers tonight out at the Southside Gollery. On the outside for the Wildcats, Rick Bivens comes back over to Wiedenhoff. Wiedenhoff to Ballantyne. Try the end line. Missed the shot. Brian Long doing a good job. That's the Brian Long the Cats need consistently, as he was in the early portion of the season. But it's a long season, and I call February home stretch time when it counts. Brian Long back to Dre now. Oh, great fake. 17-footer off the rim. Rebound is taken off by Ballantyne of Kokomo. Ballantyne gets it up to Bivens over to Bowling and out to Bivens. Bivens to Wiedenhoff, and he'll hold it. Be chased on the outside, turning, flipping, back down in the corner to Ballantyne. Ballantyne to Bivens, 2:24 to play. And Kokomo trying to slow the pace a little bit. Central's just shooting too well. In fact, they've spread it out and running the free throw line. Well, walking the free throw line is Big Jim Bell at 6'11", 254, as they're trying to take some clock, maybe get some rest. 37-28.
Maybe part of it, Maury. He does have 3 reserves on the 3 starters on the bench.
There's a nice penetration, but a missed shot by Wheaton.
Brownsburg had 5 or 6 blocked shots, but I don't think he's going to be much of an offensive threat for quite some time.
Well, you know, you can find a Division II or III school that will take a chance on a kid like that and have him develop. And well, I've seen it happen so many occasions. Junior college, who knows? Down in the corner, comes outside to Bivens. Bivens back to Bowling. He's not bashful. Hits another 3. So Bowling picks up point number 12 on the evening as he continues to lead Kokomo. Donnie Bowling with a 12-point average has that in the first half. He's just a junior and is shooting very well. 37-31, 6-point lead Bearcats. Ryan Heaston inside to John Webster, blew the pass. Webster should have had it. Heaston hit him on the hands, and John Webster, who has really not, and Jason Carmichael,
So they haven't had to go inside to Webster or Burkhardt very much yet.
Well, Bowling gets another point. He's got 13 times, which has kept the Cats honest, and Bowling gets the second free throw off, no good. Rebound, Scaife. Down to Jason Carmichael, and Jason will pull it back with 1:18 to play in the half. Comes to Webster on the point. Back outside to Edwards. Skip pass to Heaston. Great save on a high pass. Threw it away. Another turnover Central. So the Cats leading by 5, not playing well down the home stretch of this quarter. We're down to a minute to play. Moncho Corpetz has it into Ballantyne. He will turn. Rejected. Good defense by Andy Edwards. Carmichael with a steal. Jason will take it to the hole. Finds a man outside. That's Andy Edwards. Andy right back to Jason, who comes to meet the ball with 47 seconds to play in the half. Carmichael will back it up, and we'll go to the Bill Harrell patented last-second shot. If I didn't know better, I'd think they're 92% for the shot over 18 years, but I'll bet they're over 50% on last-second shots in Bill Harrell's tenure. And in what I call the great years, the state championship years, I'll bet they were 75% plus. Carmichael just standing and holding the rock outside. 19, 18. Everybody spread. Who's going to take the final shot? I look for some penetration. Down to 12. Jason throws it away. Picked up by Bowling. Bowling will take it all the way and score. Well, that's not the way it was supposed to happen. Fast break pass to Scaife with 1 second. Charging on Scaife. At the buzzer. Cat bench.
I think it's on Scaife. It wasn't the bench, Maury. It was Robert Scaife.
Okay, I didn't see Scaife when he went by. I saw the point, and I thought he pointed to the bench, but a technical foul will evidently start the second half, which would give Kokomo and a chance to narrow the gap, and he missed number one, only 2 as we begin the quarter, and Ballantyne hits the second one. Now they get the ball. Bowling, Corpetz, Smalley, and Ballantyne to start the second half. Bearcats back to their original starters. And there's Bowling. Bowling back to Bivens, to Corpetz, down on the baseline to Ballantyne. Hits. Ballantyne will tie the score for only the second time at 37. So the Wildcats come out with 3 on the technical foul, and they have tied the score, and they have now scored 9 consecutive points. There's Dre Knox in double trouble. Nice giveaway, but he called for traveling. I was whistle, and you got to keep that pivot foot planted. He did not. And the turnover, Muncie Central now committing 10 as we start the second half. And Bill likes to keep it under double figures for the game, so already have not met that goal. Bivens to Bowling and back to Bivens and over to Corpetz to Bivens. Guarded by Carmichael. Bowling likes to shoot. He'll put it up, and he missed that one. Oh, almost came back in, but it didn't. Burkhardt gets the rebound to Knox and down to Long. Long back to Jason Carmichael to Dre Knox. Right back to Jason Carmichael. Back to Dre Knox. A long 3 off the rim. First 3 of the night missed by the Bearcats. They had hit 6 in a row. Back comes Bowling. Bowling leads the game in score, and he's been a gangbuster at 15. Left side, Corpetz to Bivens. Bivens not much of a threat. Back to Bowling. Down to the baseline to Ballantyne. Good move. Hits! Kokomo has scored 11 straight now. Score, and he's been a gangbuster at 15. Kokomo has scored 11 straight now, including 5 to begin the third quarter of play. They have taken one of their infrequent leads at 39-37. You know, the Bearcats hitting those 6 threes might have been bad from the standpoint they might think they can hit them in the second half, and you got to keep doing it. That has a tendency sometimes to not get it inside. They've really not used Robert Scaife inside hardly at all. That zone's been effective against that. There's Dre Knox being fouled. Give the foul to Corpetz, but
self-involved in the ball game.
Well, it's all part of adjustments, and we'll see what the adjustments have been by the Bearcats. Knox to Carmichael to Long, and back to Jason Carmichael to Dre Knox. Right back to Jason. Over to Brian. Brian Long's 3 of 3 from three-point line. Carmichael, great pass by Carmichael inside to Scaife, and they mob Scaife, and Robert Scaife will go to the free throw line where he's a 78% free throw shooter, and he hits it.
the baseline, and the offense hasn't been a problem for the Bearcats tonight. They're shooting very well, so now they're going to have to try to do something maybe a little bit different.
Well, they tie it on Robert Scaife's 2 free throws at 39, and now the Bearcats will trap press. They get it up to Smalley. Smalley on a cross-quarter to Corpetz. Corpetz one-on-one against Carmichael inside and can't get it to fall. Boy, Burkhart leaning in. Didn't get the whistle, but perhaps should have. Brian Long got the rebound. So Brian over to Dre Knox, and Dre directing traffic back to Jason Carmichael. Whip it right side to Brian Long. Scaife still running that baseline. He's in the corner. Robert will take it outside on the dribble. The dish to Carmichael, back to Knox. Kokomo has stayed in that 2-3 zone the whole game. Well, they've been, there's Brian Long, 4 in a row from 3. 2-3 zone the whole game. Well, they've been, there's Brian Long, 4 in a row from 3-point range. I think the real Brian Long has stood back up after a brief absence here in the month of January. 42-39, and the Bearcats have now scored 5 in succession. Bivens brings it back for the Wildcats in red and white tonight. They're 10-5, 1-4 in the NCC. The Bearcats 11-3, 3-2 in the conference. Ballantyne, oh, nice pass to Smalley. That's just a great pass. At the apex of his jump, he sees Smalley for a crip shot inside, and he goes to Smalley and makes it a 1-point Bearcat lead, 42-41. That's just a class pass. You ought to get 2 assists for that one. Outside is Dre Knox to Jason Burkhart. Now it's to Scaife. He'll try a 3. Hit! Well, they're still not doing bad from 3-point range as Scaife gets his first.
8 of 9.
8 of 9 from 3-point range. Bowling mishandles the ball, but he's still got it. Brings it up against the Bearcats, and I think the Bearcats going to stick to their zone. Yep, they're in a 2-3. Works well for Kokomo. They're going to give it a try. There's Bowling. Fakes the shot. Double team. Ballantyne in the corner. Off the rim. Rebound. Oh, Burkhart couldn't handle it. He and Scaife kind of...
In fact, his outside shooters aren't very good, so Bill has adjusted and gone to his own.
Well, Bowling's double team down in the corner. Batted around. Throws the ball away. Nice steal by Scaife. Scaife to Carmichael. Jason's 2-on-2. Back to Brian Long. Back to Carmichael in the corner. Couldn't find the baseline. Swings it back to Long. Long to Carmichael, and Jason right back over to Dre Knox. Bearcats in control by 4. There's Scaife in the corner for 3. 9 of 10 from 3-point range. And by 4. There's Scaife in the corner for 3. 9 of 10 from 3-point range. And Robert Scaife, as the Bearcats have brought out heavy artillery at 41, have now scored 7 in a row. 48-41, Central up by 7. 3:50 to play in the third. Back in a minute.
$1 minimum balance. It sounds just wonderful.
104.
And 3:50 to play in the third. Back in a minute.
$1 minimum balance. It sounds just wonderful.
104. WLBC FM Muncie.
Well, full court pressure defense for the Bearcats as time was back in, and Kokomo immediately threw it out. Now the Bearcats throw it away as Bowling intercepted a... Back in, and Kokomo immediately threw it out. Now the Bearcats throw it away as Bowling intercepted a Carmichael to Knox pass, and he jammed it home. Both Central has scored 9 of 10 3-point shots tonight. Brian Long down in the right corner. You have to think that Kokomo eventually will leave that zone, but Dave, why do you stay in the zone when you're still in the game, I guess, but they've hit 9 out of 10 from 3. There's Dre Knox. Off to Burkhart. Burkhart fires back to Jason Carmichael. To Burkhart, throws it away. Turnover. 2 straight for the Cats. Here come the Wildcats. Bearcats and Wildcats. In the corner, Dennis Bowling with 17 leads the way for Kokomo. Ballantyne's been tough inside. Missed the shot. Got his rebound. Put it up. Burkhart rejects, but Bivens gets the ball for the Wildcats. And then he is called for double.
He's only given up, I think we said 50 or 49 points a game, something like that. So they play very well. You just don't expect the team to shoot that well from 3-point range, and he probably feels like sooner or later the Cats are going to have to cool off.
Well, they've not done it through 3 quarters on their 9 of 10. Brian Long has hit 4 of them, and he's been tough. Down in the corner, Robert Scaife, he's hit 2. In the third period, Jason Carmichael got the first one. He's got the ball back to Scaife and over to Knox. He has a couple. There's Brian Long. Oh, another turnover. 3 straight for the Cats, and then a foul on Dre Knox. So the Bearcats...
I think more of that, they really have played that kind of basketball quite a bit this season. They've turned it over much more than Bill would like them to do. And in their losses, as you mentioned, that's been a real bugaboo for him.
Well, that's what he's talking about, consistency, play in the month of February, getting ready for tournament, bowling back to Bivens. Bivens over to Corpetz. Corpetz looks for the open man. There's Ballantyne working on Burkhardt. And Ballantyne just a little quicker than Jason. He ate him up that time. And Ballantyne's got 17. It's back to a 3-point game. Well, it's been an ebb and flow. Neither team has played very consistently as it comes and goes. Cats up by 3. Jason Carmichael. Cats have turned it over 3 straight times. There's Dre Knox moving, firing to Burkhardt. He's fouled. That's a good call. Kokomo back to long. I like the way the Bearcats recovered after losing those 5 straight to begin the half. And came back and built a pretty nice lead, but they frittered part of it away. Lead it by 3, 48-45, minute 35 to play. Carmichael on the right wing, back to Brian Long. He's been red hot, off-balance shot, forced it, no good. Rebound, Ballantyne. Up to Bivens, and here comes Bivens crossing the timeline. He'll circle to the right through Bowling's hands. When they put some pressure on us, giving the other some difficulty tonight.
Well, both teams now with 4 turnovers in this quarter, and Kokomo an opportunity to get right back in this thing.
Hill has not used the bench as he would normally use as much tonight. Minute 7 to play in the quarter. Scaife, right wing. Outside Knox and over to Carmichael. Kokomo still in the 2-3 zone. Back to Dre Knox on the wing, back to Scaife. Scaife looks low. Couple of dribbles with 50 seconds, and the Bearcats are almost at that point. They'll want the final shot. 45 seconds to play. They've not gotten that indication from the bench yet. Brian Long to Robert Scaife. Wants 3. Hits! That's an NBA 3. Yet Brian Long to Robert Scaife. Wants 3. Hits! That's a 5 seconds to play. They've not gotten that indication from the bench yet. Brian Long to Robert Scaife. Brian Long. Three hits. That's an NBA 3. He's hit 3 in the Scaife. It's a 6-point. Long to Robert Scaife. Wants 3 hits. That's an NBA 3. He's hit 3 in the Scaife. It's a 6-point ball game. So far, it's the most unbelievable 3-point shooting I've ever seen by any team. You just don't see this very often. And these are king-size threes. At least 3 or 4 of them well beyond the 3-point arc. 51-45, Muncie Central by 6. 19 seconds to play. Period number 3. Bivens will hold, and Kokomo's going for the final shot. What are they, 11 of 12 now from 3-point range? Kind of lose track of that. Here's Bivens. He'll fire from 3. Off the rim. Oh, nice rebound by Scaife. 4 seconds. Threw it out of bounds with 1 second to play. The Wildcats will have once been a huge factor. Long pass. Corpetz will try to get a shot off of 45 for Kokomo. We'll be back in a minute.
Hey, Dad, I got my report card today.
You have your own car?
How come dads always know everything?
Maybe it's because we were kids once, too.
Brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau and the more than 600 Farm Bureau insurance agents throughout Indiana.
In the 90s, it's time to think of sports medicine as more than sprains and strains. Original Yellow Pages.
You're listening to high school basketball on 104 WLBC. At the half, Southside leads Noblesville by a score of 40-35. Maury? By a score of 40-35. Maury? Noblesville by a score of 40-35. Maury?
Thanks, Jerry. So it sounds like the Rebels doing well. That's being carried on WLBC AM tonight. Tomorrow night on AM and F as the Bearcats throw the ball away to begin the 4th quarter of play. A bad pass by Dre Knox. Bivens down in the corner to Bowling. He's got 17. Donnie Bowling out to Bivens. Bivens on the left side to Macho Corpetz, and he walked with the ball.
Wildcats have shot 17 more times than the Bearcats in this basketball game.
And the threes are 11 of 12?
10 of 11.
10 of 11. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Outside is Carmichael. Cats up by 6. They've really led the ball game most of the way. They've lost the lead a couple of times. It's been tied at 6, 37 and 39. They have led at every stopping point, but the game is still much in doubt. John Webster, mainly due to the Bearcat turnovers. And the other factor, Kokomo's done a good job rebounding against them. Brian Long, good move inside. Can't get it to fall. But Carmichael hit him perfectly with the pass. But against them, Brian. For the this rebound, we've got somebody on the back of Brian Long.
That lead for just about the entire game, except when Kokomo over. Certainly shot very well from the outside.
Well, if Bill Harrell loses this game shooting 64%, he will not sleep tonight. Nice drive. Dre Knox, a lot of contact, missed the shot, no whistle. Donnie Bowling back the other way for the Wildcats. He'll work on Carmichael. Back to Ryan Smalley. They put the double team on him. Bowling goes low to Ballantyne. He'll put it up. Oh, nice shot. Basket counts. Foul on Scaife.
Yeah.
And Harrell says, hey, he's Division I tonight. That's all I'm worried about, is Dennis Ballantyne will score. Give him 20. Leads the game in scoring. 51-48 again. The Wildcats. Oh, Bearcats got a 2-on-1. Down to Webster. Hits the lay-in. He's undercut there. If you think that's safe, forget it. 6:23 to play in the game. And 51-48 again. The Wildcats. Oh, Bearcats got a 2-on-1. Down to Webster. Hits the lay-in. He's undercut there. If you think that's safe, forget it. 6:23 to play in the game, and Webster misses the free throw, and the rebound to Brian Long. And Webster misses the free throw, and the rebound to Brian Long on a deflection. So the Bearcats get a fresh possession here. Jason Carmichael to Robert Scaife. They've hit 10 of 11 from three-point range. They are 64% from the field and are still struggling with a 5-point lead, but a lot of that's due to those turnovers they have committed, 14 for the game. Brian Long to Robert Scaife. Scaife backs it up, back over to Knox. Knox back to Carmichael, into Webster. He's triple teamed, over to Long. Can't get the shot, back to Carmichael and over to Scaife. Scaife in turn, the flip off to Knox. Knox right back, center court, Brian Long. I don't think Long's missed from three-point range tonight. Dre Knox over to Jason Carmichael. Long's 4 out of 4 from the three-point line. Outside, inside, Webster. Oh, great pass to Scaife, the bucket. But John Webster had a great 12-foot shot, but he saw Scaife right underneath in front of his man. He dipped the pass into Scaife, and Scaife in double figures already scores again for the Central High School Bearcats, and Scaife now with 14, and it's a 7-point lead, and driving inside. I looked away. I think it was Ryan Smalley, but I can't swear to it. Smalley gets the basket for Kokomo. It's a 5-point lead again, 55-50. Dre Knox, a bad pass. Ballantyne intercepts. Another Bearcat turnover. They've got 15. Down is Bivens, and over to Corpetz. He's up and off the rim. Oh, nice rebound. And over to Corpetz. He's up and off the rim. Oh, nice rebound by Jason Carmichael. How Jason came out of that, I'm not sure. Brian Long missed the shot. 2 men on the court. No foul. Kokomo throws it away. Not sure how away in the melee. And Jason Carmichael across the timeline to Dre Knox. Neither coach really doing much with the timeouts tonight. They're letting them play, Dave.
Well, it's just been a game where there haven't been a lot of real big changes of momentum. And right now, Bill's going to spread the floor out a little bit, see if he can maybe draw them out of that zone defense and make them play man-to-man. But Charlie may be pleased to milk some time down himself. It's still close.
Well, give his players some rest. 4:23 to play, 55-50, and Kokomo makes a half-hearted effort to come out. All they do is extend the zone. And now they come out and chase, and they get Long open in the corner. Brian will go inside. Dre Knox coming in for a missed dribble. They call double dribble. Kokomo's got the ball, and we're back in 60 seconds.
5 Southside 40. Maury?
Jerry, I'm not sure what you're doing, but that means 10 straight points for Noblesville. Last score you gave me was 40-35. I believe you. I'm just saying you're not doing a very good job of coaching the Rebels right now. So Noblesville over South 45-40. Here's Donnie Bolin coming down, and we've got a personal foul inside. Kokomo man. Bowling's inside and outside. He's been all over, and he hits the free one. 4-point lead. If you left and you're in the car, drive right back. This could be an overtime as easy as anything. Bowling hits another one. So he has 19. 55-52, Central by 3. Kokomo full court pressure. Charlie Hall has done a good job coaching this Kokomo team. Dre Knox will get the pressure. He is bumped into his contact, but evidently a timeout was called by Central. With 14 points, but all of his points from three-point range. And he hits the free one. Give it. Jason Carmichael and Dre Knox at guards, 9 apiece. And Long will roll in another rather wobbly free throw for his 16th point. The Bearcats build that 5-point lead again. 3:41 to play in this game. And here comes Mancho Corpetz down across the timeline for Kokomo. Out to Bivens. Bivens hawked by Carmichael. Bearcats in that man-to-man. No time for zone right now. They'll pressure the ball. Bivens works against Carmichael. The nice pass over to Corpetz. Corpetz finds Smalley. Smalley not doing well on the outside. He'll get it back to Corpetz. He hasn't been a scorer tonight at all. They look for Bowling on. Smalley got around Webster and hit the lay-in. Tried to get some help defense, but the bigger Smalley just took Webster to school that time. Makes it a 3-point game. And Ryan Smalley, not a big scorer, but that was a timely score. 57-54. Dre Knox to Robert Scaife. Down in the corner, Brian Long. Brian takes it to the hole. Fall-away jump shot is no good. Tapped up by Webster. Got the rebound. Follow up. No good. Rebound Kokomo. Ryan Smalley has the ball for the Wildcats. They're down by 3. They have the ball. 2:42 to play in the fourth quarter of play here on WLBC FM in Muncie. Bivens against Knox. Get it to Corpetz on the left wing. Corpetz to Smalley. Inside. One dribble. Back outside. We've got a late trap. Knox, get it to Corpetz on the left wing. Corpetz to Smalley. Inside, one dribble. Back outside, we've got a late
travel. The call wasn't
made
until after he put the ball on the floor and took 2 dribbles.
And I think it's difficult to call it at that point. Terrible pass by Robert Scaife. Back to the Kokomo Wildcats. Bearcats lead by 3, 57-54. 2:27 to play. This one's going to the wire and could go either way. Bivens off to Bowling. Bowling to Smalley, coming inside, hitting. 1-point game.
It's a nice pass inside.
Smalley got the pass from Bowling, and Smalley has the last 2 buckets. He's got 13. It's a 1-point game. Well, the Cats don't want to let this one get away. There's the pass to Scaife. Scaife down in the corner to Webster. Need a score. Carmichael in the corner to Long. Back to Carmichael. Cats have it spread. Minute 57 to play. They've got Dre Knox running the free throw line. They've got the corners out. Scaife to Carmichael. Come and get it. If you want it, get out of the zone. 57-56. Muncie Central by 1. Well, Bill said in the pregame, Kokomo had a good ball club. They've certainly convinced me. I think they're a good ball club. That 1-4 conference record, very deceiving. But the 10-5 looks pretty good.
Very few teams will come in and play, Bill, that aren't good ball clubs, in Bill's opinion. And this is a good team. I think Charlie's going to settle just to kind of lay back and let that clock wind down, then maybe come out and put some pressure.
Well, here's Dre Knox being fouled. Cat's going to have to hit the free throws. Donnie Bowling will get the foul. Let's say 92%. A 1-and-1. Hits. Well, I think when you make it a 3-point lead with 1:19 to play for the purple and white. Set, up, in. Boy, automatic. Not really. You still have to make them. 59-56. Cats full court pressure. Kokomo throws to Corpetz. Corpetz back to Bivens. Bearcats up by 3. Kokomo, I think, has only hit 1 3 tonight. And that was Bowling. And he's got the ball. Bowling against Carmichael. Goes low to Smalley, and I think Scaife was holding Smalley. And there's also no free throws. Common fouls still in effect. And now Bivens can't get the ball in, so he calls a timeout. Down to the wire, 1:06 to play. Muncie Central by 3 over Kokomo. Kokomo's got the ball. 1:04 to play. With the ball, they go inside to Ballantyne. He is up and in. 1-point ball game. Ballantyne got the ball down low in a mismatch with Jason Carmichael. Jason just not big enough to cover him. It's a 1-point game. 59-58. Muncie Central leads it. Dre Knox has got the ball with 46 seconds to play. And Knox is going to have it a lot because I think Bill Harrell wants him on the line. Back to Scaife. And they'll reach in behind Scaife, but he gets it to Brian Long, and he's pretty well butchered down in the corner. He's hit 2 in a row tonight. Each of them were a little shaky, though. That's no shaky there. Nothing but net. Been such a struggle. And the Cats have shot so well, and the next one's good. So you again put Kokomo down by 3, 61-58. The pressure's on, and they put the double team on Bivens. Carmichael sticks with him, and Bivens will try to get it across the timeline. Kokomo down by 3, stumbling with the ball, but retains his balance. Back to Bowling. He's got a 3. It's short. Rebound Bearcats. Roberts gave to Dre Knox down court, and we've got a foul on Dennis Ballantyne. He fouled 3. 18 seconds to play. That's been a good one for about 3,500, 4,000 fans tonight. And Dre gets another one. 15. Jason Carmichael has 9. Second free throw, no good. Bearcats by 4. 18 seconds to play. They put the pressure on Bivens. Bivens down the court. They need 4 points in 12 seconds, and Carmichael knocked it away. Brian Long to Dre Knox. 6-5, and he's fouled. Well, Jason Carmichael gets the stick. Well, Dre Knox will be at the free throw line. He has fired a total of 63-58. The Cats have come through in the final couple of minutes from the free throw line, and they've done it. Another free throw good by Dre Knox. Only 5 seconds on the clock. Bivens will take a long 3, miss, and this ball game is over. And the Muncie Central Bearcats have won over the Kokomo Wildcats 64-58.